Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. Today is Sabbath. Happy Sabbath to everyone. Happy Sabbath. This is BT. Coming live to you from Georgia. First, let's get away house rules. Black Titanic. This is Black Titanic under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowing for such thing as comments, criticism, news, teaching, research, and reporting on all things. And all things on Black Titanic channel is fair use. That's my opinion, just my guess opinion. Now, I know each and one of you, y'all know, y'all been seeing the little clips of how they done downplayed the DV, the domestic violence. Y'all, that is just not right. I'm just wondering if we working with a group of people that have delayed mental capabilities for them to be on this show with Melody, and they still can't see the domestic violence. They seem to pamper the abuser. And we see that going on in the Black community a lot. This is nothing new to us about how a lot of these Black men are protected when they abuse you, no matter whether it's physically or verbally. all kinds of abuse. Seems like to me the black man is always protected. What did Malcolm X said? Malcolm X said that the least protected woman in the world is the black woman, you guys. So happy, y'all know Mother's Day is coming up, right? So tomorrow's supposed to be Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to you and everyone. It's great to celebrate yourself, you guys, to love yourself deep down inside. Let's say hi to Sharon Howard. Hey, BT, Linda Gamma in chat. Blessing. Yes. I love that. Blessing, 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 just flowing for each and every one of us. Grand Risings and Black, Grand Rising Black, Titanic, Mars, and chat from Sharon Clark. Sharon Click, it said click. Kathy Cruel, good morning to you. Well, it's afternoon, y'all. It's 3 so. Oh, I don't forget. It depends on where you're at, right? What's your geographical location? Yeah, while I'm thinking about it, you guys. Hey, Trinity, at some point, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Trinity. Thank you for being here. Yes. Of course, we got Linda Gamble. Keep an eye out for me down there, Linda Gamble, in the chat down here. You know, the trolls, they like to come in and start some stuff. But let me just tell you guys up front, do not ask me any questions about Uncle Festus, you guys, right? Uncle Festus, and don't ask me any question about him. I'm not allowed to talk about Uncle Festus, you guys. Yes. So anyhow, you guys, today we're talking about why is it that when we're watching this channel, it gets worse and worse. It's so bad till a licensed psychiatrist or psychologist has came out and spoke up against the Kingdom Reign production, right? Kingdom Reign production is allowing a woman to be abused on their show. They're responsible for who they're hiring. They're hiring and they're keeping an abuser on board, right? So we see this man abusing this woman over and over and over, and then he try to flip it and say that he's been bullied when he's really the bully and his ex-wife is the victim. God knows this man totally disrespect his ex-wife and himself too. When he said, y'all know, we're going to put it out there, the DV video. I mean, they up there saying, well, yeah, it's just a text message. Yeah, that's what it is. Just all that is, just a phone charge. So I'm wondering to that cast or LAMH, are you guys mentally delayed? You got to be a group of grown people got to be mental delayed if you think that the magistrate will issue a warrant for a text message. That magistrate listened to everything. She saw the evidence. According to that text message, according to Housetel, he threatened his wife to put out a revenge plea on her, right? So he threatened her. Then he turned around and said she bullied him. And then, not to mention, his bed bug came out and just exposed it too. She told a blogger, yeah, I got it. Do you want it? I got it. My friends allegedly, and in my opinion, I'm just going to say that, but this is what Bed Bug said. Yeah, I got the tape. I got the tape. Yeah, I got it. You want it? Do you want it? And that blogger said, no. I don't want to be looking at that. And I'm wondering, how is this girl gonna sit up and look at this man make love to another woman, right? He making love to his wife, right? He making love to his wife. And this girl right here on the end watching it. She had to watch it because she said she got it. She said she distributed to her friends and family. And also now we got another gentleman that came, one of them out of the Addams family. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He said that he got the text. So along with the text comes that video of this woman and her husband in the most intimate details of their life. She's sharing love with her husband, right? He gonna use that same love that she's sharing with him and put it out that it was somebody else she was sharing her love with when all the time it was him. So right there, that's what he threatened her with. And they were setting it up all the time. That woman right there, his mistress, the bad boy, wrote a text, y'all. She said, yeah, you trying to talk about me while you was out there in a motel, a married woman sucking on somebody, little wee wee. That's what she said, right? So she seen the thing. She seen it. She was describing it. And they trying to set her up, every last one of them on that show, including the women's. Now the men's, we already know the men's is protected, but this show right here give you a double women because you got the women's that support other men's regardless of what they were doing. So now let's just look at this picture. This picture right here. This picture right here, I don't know if y'all can see the writing, but that's when he came on. This is about the court case, y'all. Y'all know that Martell went around and circulated that court case. He shot bloggers to bloggers with his own document of his version of how it went down in court. I won everything. Y'all, yeah, I won everything. So what did he win? He asked for child support. He didn't get that. My God, he wanted some of little sugar mama, some of sugar mama's income, because that's her product was selling out so fast. He felt like, because he's the dad, he entitled to some 2 or 3 year old girl income, right? He asked for full custody of the children. He didn't get that, right? And I'm saying everything that he asked for, he didn't get. Oh, maybe he said he won because the children are not being able to be filmed on social media. But he got his little outside child filming with it, right? So this is what we're talking about. And then while he on there, calling his children a lie. Yeah, he didn't say they were lying, but he insinuated that everything was a lie. He was not, he don't have to undergo psychiatric evaluation. Well, he didn't go, but it would work to his advantage if he would have came on live. Now, that's how silly he is. If he would have came on live and said he completed that course, shoot, yeah, maybe it would have been in his favor, but not him. No. I was not getting no kind of psychological evaluation, but he was ordered psychological evaluation. He refused, as far as I know. So I don't know why the court hasn't took that into consideration, or will they this time? But anyway, while he on that live, y'all, he had them pygmies on there talking about he was a good dad. He kept saying he was a good dad, yeah. And the pygmies was on there talking about how fine he was, y'all. This don't make no sense. They ignoring that the man is abusive. They looking at the muscles and the way he look. They overlooking his character. They say he a fine man. Whatever come out of his mouth is golden because they drooling after his image. But his bed bug still in his life. She wrote on there, don't forget to clear the lies about my daughter. Because y'all know on this court case, it was talking about the children. The children told what's going on in the household, right? I guess they got tired of it. They say they were being bullied by her daughter. So that's what she want him to clear up. How this man gonna clear up that for you? That man just thinking about himself. He coming on board to clear his own name. He not finna clear your daughter name, because he wouldn't even he looked like he was disgusted when another blogger asked him, was he her stepdad? He was just, oh, how dare you? He just act like that was the most disgusting thing to ever ask him, that little bitty Paris was his stepdaughter. Yeah, anyway, you guys. So let me just get back to this. Let me get back to you guys over here. Take this picture down. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, Pinky, you here? I didn't know. Let me throw the link down to Pinky, y'all. Oh my God. Yes. So happy Mother's Day to everybody. Y'all, this time of the year, I'm just stressed out. I have PTSD. Do y'all know this time and a year ago is when Stormy cussed me out, y'all. Yeah. So I just I be having PTSD behind that image, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. But anyway, I'll take care of Stormy later. Yes. Anyway, welcome, Pinky. Let me bring Pinky up stage. Take him on. Hey, Queen Common Sense. Hey, babe, you here? I hope you got time for me today. I've got the link. I'm gonna throw the link out for everybody right now because I'm gonna have to hang up abruptly because everybody said they coming over here for Mother's Day and oh Lord, well, you know how that is. I just got home at 6 o'clock this morning from babysitting. My daughter worked late, so I was over there babysitting, got up at 6, and now they come, well, we coming over there, we coming over there. Okay, for Mother's Day, everybody cooking, I ain't got to cook. But listen, you guys, so if I any erupted, that means that my guest has come. Hello, Pinky. Hello, Pinky. Can y'all hear me? Because she not saying nothing. Hello? Hello? Can y'all hear me? Hello? Pinky, are you there? Hello? Well, she's not talking. Let me see if I can put this thing through. I don't know if y'all hear me or not. Nobody's not saying anything. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Hello? Okay, yeah, you're not saying nothing up here. What's wrong with your microphone? Pinky? Hello? Are you there, Pinky? You said, yes, I'm here, but I can't hear you. You said, I can hear you, but where are you? Okay, I got you upstage, but you're not talking, so let me keep it moving. Hey, Denise. Hey, Kathy Cruel. So I don't know what's going on with Pinky. I'm trying to get her to say hi to the crowd, but I can't hear her. Queen Common Sense, do you have time to come up, Queen Common Sense? Or are you at work? Black Titanic, I'm here with you. Okay, come on up, you guys. I got this out. So
hello, hello. Can you hear me now, Black Titanic?
Yeah, what was going on?
I don't know. I think one of the dogs probably pulled my speaker or something out.
Oh Lord, girl. All right.
I had called the name, and now they jumping up now.
Okay. Well, anyway, what we're talking about today is how that cast member have downplayed the DV, the domestic violence case, right?
Yes.
So today I'm gonna do it a little bit different. I might have everybody out to come on up because I've got to go. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play the video, and whenever my company come, I just have to get off.
Okay.
Hi, Queen Simon. Hi.
Hey.
Hey, Queen.
Hello. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Yeah. So we're talking about how they're downplayed that they if they got mental challenges on this LAMH, they have mental challenges or something because they just act like whatever's going on in Melody, like everything that they see, all the drama, the harassment, the abuse, that they don't see. That's just a phone conversation. That's just a text messages. Okay, what you think about that, Queen Common Sense?
I do. I think it's a little bit of a combination of a few things. I think it's purposeful ignorance. I also think it's the go along, get along gang. You know, you go with the winning team, whoever is ganging up on said target, whatever, because they don't like her. And they don't like her because she pulled the plug. You know, she said, I laid out the table for you. Isn't that what the Lord said? I laid out the table for you to come and eat and partake. And you decided to ninja up the joint. You decided to just make it as ghetto as you possibly could. They got camera balls and entitlement issues and all kind of dysfunctional stuff going on. And I think it's just because Melody stood on her business and said, "You're not going to abuse me. I don't care who you're connected to. I don't care how close or how long you've been friends or how many people want to sleep with each other. I'm not going to be in the middle of that." And that happens a lot when you choose to go against the grain and not lay down. Black women are the least protected and respected group globally.
Yes.
So they become desensitized to a lot of the AB that's going on, period. And people are very comfortable disrespecting us anyway, period. So
Mhm.
it's like, how dare you not allow us to use you as a doormat and drag you because you've been quiet. So why don't you let us abuse you in peace? Just like what her ex-husband said.
Mhm.
It's plenty of men in the Bible that had more than one wife. So what's the problem?
He sure
It's
did.
like just, yeah, the entitlement of, how dare you say no? Just like when a woman is SA'd, a man stalk her or
Mhm.
break into her home and force himself upon her, and then it's like, shh, don't say nothing because I'm embarrassed I had to force myself on you because you would not consent. And what
Mm,
happens whenever we report things like this, whether it's DV, SA, whether it's by a stranger or someone, our partner, they laugh in our face. They don't ever want to believe it because we're so desensitized to
Right.
being accustomed to disrespecting, a being, and just disregarding and dismissing Black women as a whole. And Melody, a lot of us in the Black community feel entitled to other people's resources. Oh, well, you got a lot of it, so why don't you share? Right? That fleecing, like some of the slick oil salesmen do in the pulpit. It's like,
Mhm.
you working, so why won't you go ahead and just throw down these ducats and make sure that I got my Rolls Royce and my private jet while you suffer and trying to go to the soup kitchen to get a hot meal. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's exactly how it is. It's purposeful ignorance because it's like, well, you won't go along to get along, so we gonna make sure we destroy you if we can't control you or
Wow.
AB you.
One of the examples that I want to say, it starts oftentimes when you're little. I remember watching Bed Bug right there, and Knox was beating the hell out of her. Then he turned
Mhm.
around, took his foot, and kicked his sister Paris in the eye as hard as he can. He started jumping on Paris. Paris said, "Oh my God, Mama!" She started screaming, felt like he like to knock my eye socket out. And she looked at her daughter and said, "No, he didn't." And then
Mhm.
Paris kept complaining about how her eye was hurt. Then she said, "Oh, that didn't hurt you that bad. Now quit." She just, and I'm saying that is example of now you passing that down to that
Yeah.
little girl. Those
Yeah.
traits are passed down, though. How you perceive your abuse is passed down. Instead of her to discipline her son, it was okay for the son to abuse the daughter, but when the daughter complained, she like, "No, he didn't. No, he did." And she
Mhm.
sit there and saw that boy kick that girl in her eye. I was worried about that baby. I really was, and she was not
Yeah.
my child. But that's how we pass this dysfunction down from generation to generation. And this what we see on LAMH. We do know that. Okay,
Right.
Yep.
Pinky, what you got to say?
I agree with both of you all uh, wholeheartedly. When we other people see abuse, uh, they think we're supposed to, as a woman, supposed to sit there and take it. When the first time a abusive partner hits you or do anything to you, they think, oh, he's a good man. You better not lose that man. You better suck it up and take it because you ain't going to find nobody else like that. You're not going to find nobody else that's going to do what he's doing. He's a
Mm-hmm.
good father. And you be thinking to yourself, you sometimes you have to shake your head at it. But then
Mm-hmm.
you fall in line because everybody's telling you he's a good man and he's telling you you're not going to find nobody else. And then, oh, I'm not going to do that no more. And then the next time he do it again. Or if
Oh,
he do it again, he's running off down the street to some other woman's house or around the corner. dropping it all around the corner, and then still expect you to take that as well.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm put this little video up here, and then after this video, I want you guys to conversate and comment on this video. It's not that long, okay? First, we start out. All right, we'll start out with a little Black history. We honoring Black women's today.
Hey, y'all,
It's
this is
Mother's Day.
Backtitanic. I'm actually out here in front of the courthouse, you guys, and you guys need to make sure y'all keep that GoFundMe going because this is a serious case. I'm in front of the courthouse and right in front of my lawyer's office. Also, let me write down here. Go and get on in. Okay. Go and get on in the car. I'm coming. Yeah, so as you can see, my lawyer's office is right in front of the courthouse, and so many people. Yeah, I don't want them to think that I am taking pictures of them. But anyway, y'all, put my purse in the car. Yeah. Anyway, you guys. So my lawyer is just over across the street from the courthouse, and I'm down here taking care of business with Maurice. This is the meat of the lawsuit where she is filing a counterclaim, you guys. As y'all can see that Madison County Courthouse. Yeah, what about I don't want to come back down this way. Madison County Courthouse. Yeah, you guys. And my lawyer's office is just straight ahead. Okay, this is Backtitanic. Coming live from Huntsville, Alabama. Make sure that you guys do that GoFundMe. So that man is after the content creator, you guys. So anytime I can find out who else he got on the list besides who y'all know about, I will let y'all know. But okay. Anyway, you guys, sounding off. It's 101. So let's see if I can see that. All right. These people over here are eating lunch. Okay, bye.
This is show Black Excellent Black Inventors.
As a kid, you've definitely heard about famous inventions like the light bulb, the telephone, and the television. These have, without a doubt, made life easier and more entertaining. But there are a ton of other inventions that are often overlooked. These are some of the top inventions made by Black women. Number 1, Alice Parker. Invention: natural gas heating system. In the early 20th century, people relied on wood and coal to heat their homes. Alice Parker was an African American who came up with a revolutionary idea: a central heating system that uses natural gas. With it, people wouldn't have to go out, collect, and chop wood. It was convenient and produced enough heat for a home to get through the cold winters. It also reduced the risk of fires because there was no need for the fireplace to burn at night. On December 23rd, 1919, her invention, called the heating surface, received a patent, but it was never put into commercial production. Still, it plays a key role in the development of the heating systems we have today. Number 2, Marie Van Britten Brown. Invention: home security system. Marie Brown was a Black woman who invented the first closed-circuit television security system. In 1966, Marie, with the help of her husband, created a system that would help them see who was at the front door. She used a sliding camera, 4 peepholes, TV monitors, and 2-way microphones. This was the start of modern-day CCTV. Of course, the invention was much bulkier and took up more space than today's security systems, but it was such a renowned invention that it was recognized in the New York Times. Marie also got an award from the National Scientists Committee. Number 3, Sarah Elizabeth Good. Invention: folding cabinet bed. In the late 1800s, apartments were very small units. People had limited space, and many couldn't fit the kind of furniture we use today. Good wanted to offer people the convenience of everyday furniture without sacrificing too much living space. She invented space-saving furniture known as the folding cabinet bed. Her folding cabinet could be used as a desk. The desk also had a couple of compartments for stationery and writing supplies. This meant extra storage and more furniture. She received a patent for her invention on July 14, 1885. Good was one of the first known black women to receive a U.S. patent. This folding cabinet bed would go on to become the modern-day Murphy bed. Number 4. Patricia Bath. Invention: laser phaco. Dr. Bath changed the face of medicine. She was a laser scientist and ophthalmologist. In 1986, she invented a new technique and device for cataract surgery called laser phaco. This method helped remove cataracts, which are a major cause of blindness. This invention harnessed laser technology and created a more precise and less painful cataract treatment. Dr. Bath was the first black woman doctor to get a patent in the medical field, which is a mostly male-dominated industry. She also holds patents in Europe, Canada, and Japan. Number 5. Miriam E. Benjamin. Invention: gong and signal chair for hotels. In 1880.
Hey, today we're looking at what harassment communication is. Okay, so those people on Love and Marriage Huntsville, those cast members, are they mentally challenged? Yes, they act like they are mentally challenged. Oh, that just was a text message. That just was a phone call. Well, everybody in the world would be in prison. There would be nobody on earth to walk around earth. Everybody be in prison if they were just you know, incarcerating you for a text message. But according to what we know, according to Bedbug, and according to the man himself, Hotel said that he sent her a screenshot. He said, he said, well, stop bullying me. That's what he said. He said that because she was defending herself. Melody was defending herself on some, like he always doing something. So I don't remember this time what it was. But anyway, according to his lady friend, his longtime girlfriend, Bedbug, that he gave her a tape of Martell and Melody. They're a married couple. You know what they do being married. You know how baby comes. He threatened to take that tape where they were intimate and send it around to everybody if she did not shut up or obey him. Okay, that's just all it was. So then we see, according to Bedbug now, allegedly, and in my opinion, this is what she said, that he gave her this video, right, of him and his wife, and she had to pretend like it was somebody else, make a fake account, because he wants so bad for this lady, for Mel to go down as a cheater, because he was caught cheating. Of course, y'all know he got another baby. So that is it. And for this, it's just mind-boggling that those people on Love and Marriage Huntsville will downplay domestic violence. And of course, you guys know, not only that, who else is involved? Little children is involved too, which is their children. But according to Alabama law, harassment communication is with a person. Let me blow this up a little bit. Yeah, harassment and is communication with a person, right? Anonymously or otherwise by telephone, telegraph. He said he did it by telephone, mail, email, any other form of written or electronic communication in a manner likely to harass or cause harm. So what harm would he be causing? Lord have mercy, a whole lot of emotional distress just knowing that my new body of me doing things, intimate things with my husband is spread it all around for the world to see. That caused great emotional damage, depression, embarrassment, shame. Make a telephone call. That's another. Whether or not a conversation ensues with no purpose of legitimate communication. C. Telephone another person an address to or about such other person lewd or obscene word or languages. What's so lewd? What's so obscene? Words or language. Everything a hotel say is obscene, right? Because that's how he have lost respect, or he has no respect for his baby mother and himself. Number two, the defendant did so with intent to harass or alarm another person, right? Harassment should include a threat, verbal or nonverbal, made with intent to carry out the threat. Now, this threat been carried out, not by him, but allegedly, we see that one of those brothers, he's not even a castmate, said that he has that text. Y'all know what was attached to that text, supposed to be that new video of the Queen of Love and Marriage, Huntsville. But the threat has to be carried out. Also, Bedbug said that she had relatives and friends, and all of them had seen her text. This is what she said. Now, repeating what she said. They had seen that video. And then I remember her asking another blogger, do you want me to send it to you? And that blogger said no. Now, harassment should include a threat, verbal or nonverbal, made with intent to carry out the threat that will cause a reasonable person who is the target of the threat to fear for his or her safety. Now, we already know now. She has security guard, you guys. Right now, she has security guard. And let me just say something about you, Tisha. You is a liar. Nobody never came to your home. And then for you guys to take that lie and spread it, knowing that from the beginning of this show, these people fake storylines. And why would somebody want to come to your house? What they supposed to be, just amazed at this big, huge mansion that you live in? No, they can't be amazed at that because you don't live in. You live in just a little matchbox home. But anyway, y'all, and another thing while I'm on it, to the Addams family, I saw where you guys, they bought this land, right, with this little mom and pop shop on it. Yeah. I'm thinking, wow, we finally gonna see them build. They talk about they buildings. We're gonna finally see these Adam family build something from the ground up. And what did we see? Another smack in the face. I'm like, are you kidding me? They're gonna show a before and after of a little bit. It looked like a little bigger enough, just a little bigger than a doghouse, or where they slapped some paint on some stuff and remodel. Well, let me tell y'all something. I do that for a hobby. I like to get old homes and restore them. I never thought that I could make money out of it, but I like to get old homes and restore them. Something that I do, and I do personally. So once again, I was disappointed in the Adams family because they come on like they commercial builders. They builders. They big time commercial builders. And then when they showed us that land with that little mom and pop shop on it, I really thought they was getting ready to show us that they could build. But what did they do? So graciously be so proud to show us that they done a structure that's already been built. That's what they did. They slapped some paint on the building, the before and after, something that anybody can do. And also, shout out to Fred Ackles. That's the builder right there. And I want to know, Carlos, why didn't you invite him to be on your show? Because that man right there showed us from the ground up to the digging up the dirt how to build a home. And I got, my hats go off. to Fred Ackland, the real only builder on that show that's not on the show.
I'm getting arrested for a text message I sent Melanie over a year ago, you know?
He literally took a video that he and I did and was going to have it released.
My message to her was saying, stop bullying me.
Some bigger restraints need to be.
So as y'all know, out of that little bitty, that message was a revenge plea, right? It was a revenge plea. It was not just a tape. It was just not a harassment, which they are minimizing this. This is what that doctor mean about. He constantly had to be admired. He constantly had to be looked up to. And when he don't, he will make up stuff, you guys. Narcissists would even use their kids. I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't staged so that this man could go out there and come back and have a storyline on season 2. Now, y'all think that a narcissist would not use their children? This could have been staged for Martell, even with his kid, so he can have a storyline. Today we have just witnessed, you guys, I saw that little clip of Martell and his mother. Seems like that's where he get it from. His narcissistic behavior is because his mom is one too, you guys. So what she do, she passed those traits down to her son. Now allegedly, y'all, and in my opinion, this is how he learned to belittle others, because what his mama say to him when he comes to her as a child, I think he had been bullied. Oh, go suck it up somewhere. You know, in other words, she was so disconnected from her child. Yes. So, you know, that's a form of belittling. And that's what he learned to do. When you're not praising me, I've learned to belittle you. Now, when you're successful and I can't be successful, I'm going to belittle you. This is Dr. Fox. He is a specialist on narcissistic parents raising children.
Of shame, guilt, doubt will just overwhelm them, and they may select out of that situation.
Let me back it up just a little bit. Y'all gonna hear a little Dr. Fox.
You are innate.
His name is Daniel Fox.
So there's a component that we want to engage to help others, make other people feel better. That's what my career is all about. So when individuals grow up with a narcissistic parent and then into adulthood, those people-pleasing tendencies become very, very complicated. They erode their sense of self-worth. They erode their relationships. And it's important, again, to go back to the suggestions that I just made that can help you to do things differently. So the next pain point is guilt, shame, and fear about succeeding or being noticed. And this is something that a lot of certainly, children of narcissistic parents experience, and then into adulthood, it tends to be maintained that they fear unworthy of success. So a lot of times what they'll do is they'll pull back. When they see themselves getting close to a component of success or reaching a goal, that sense of shame, guilt, doubt will just overwhelm them, and they may select out of that situation. Maybe it's a promotion at work. Maybe it's going after a boy, a girl, a person who you really like, who you would like to date and connect with. But that would be a success to get the person you're really interested in, as opposed to, choosing somebody who maybe you're like, yeah, well, I mean, I think they'll like me, so I'll like them too. And that way, you feel like you're just accepting because that goes to your worth. And it's important to realize that it's that dynamic I talk about when I just talked about that pain point in number 2, that it's that system, right? It's that A plus B, right? It's that A, that stimulus, right, and response, and then that gets internalized. And that becomes really, really problematic. And that guilt and shame and fear can become so just ingrained. But we have to push back on it. And the way we do it is that you have to start telling yourself that you deserve success, that it's okay to be noticed. And you being noticed doesn't mean that everybody else then becomes irrelevant, because that's what the narcissistic sort of parenting style teaches you, right? That if you're noticed, then that means I'm not noticed. If I'm not noticed, then that means I have no worth and value. If I have no worth and value, you're going to be punished because I have to feel special all the time. And that continues into adulthood, into relationships, into work environments, into friendships, all sorts of things. So you got to push back on that. The next pain point are the insecure or anxious attachment styles. Now, we see this develop in adult children that had narcissistic parents, that they usually develop one or more of the three insecure attachment styles. The first is an anxious or preoccupied attachment style. This is also referred to as an anxious ambivalence in childhood, that I want to be close, but I'm not sure if I should be close. So how do I get close? But I know I want to be close. And it's this intensive internal sense of anxiety that you just can't shake, because you can't be close and then be distant to be close to be distant. But I'm preoccupied with the idea of being close to somebody, but yet I don't have that sense of worth to be close to somebody because I was taught as a child that I don't have worth, but I have to continue to try to have more worth. And if that's confusing, either you're relating to exactly what I'm saying, or imagine being that kid, that teenager, and that adult. And that's that anxious attack.
So just imagine being okay, we also saw the results of Martell, right? Being a child of a hotel, being a child of his mom, Miss Maybelline. We see the results of that. He constantly need admiring. And he constantly, his mama got to constantly stroke his stroke. Just constantly got to admire him. Tell him he's great. Tell him he's a good dad. Tell him how wonderful he is, you guys. And then he expects that even out of his children, out of his children, he expects for his children to constantly admire him. Yes, he do. So anyway, that's Dr. Thing. And I'm going to tell you something. If you guys, your success is his success. You make him look good, right? And that's what he strives on. This is Backtitanic. So Martell had came forth to deny all the accusation about his children. In other words, are you calling your children a lie, Martell? That's not good. But anyway, he's saying that those accusations is not true. He's blaming Melody for for those court papers being out. But y'all don't forget, he went around shopping bloggers with his version of what happened in court. He wanted everybody to listen. Now this court case, this court document is out about him abusing his children, you guys, and he wants it shut down. He don't want anybody to believe it. Anyway, so he was saying that he did not hit his kids, but the fact is we do know he said that. The court has taken the children 56 days, right? So they found something. On you would have had your children and scared you, right? He keeps saying that Melody is losing the cases. He won everything. What did you win? He didn't win none. He actually asked for child support. He didn't get that. He asked for full custody. He didn't get that. He asked for monetary value, some income from the children, whatever they make off of the product or their business that they create. He was denied that. But anyway, you guys, so he's been very, very delusional about his court case. But something is puzzling me. The court ordered him to go to a psych counseling or psych evaluation. He went with his son a few times allegedly, and he stopped. And I don't know if he completed the evaluation or not. But he came forth and said he was not in no mental institution, not getting no kind of mental counseling or anything. It seemed to offend him that we would say that. But he's going online saying he's such a great dad. He's such a great dad. Why don't you sit down and bond with your son and counsel and get it straight? Listen to your son when he tell you how he feel when you putting your hands on him. You allegedly said you put hot sauce in their mouth. So don't put no hot sauce in their mouth. Don't put no soap, no twisting. Oh my God. No kind of hidden. Oh Lord. Oh man, you mean to tell me you had those erratic temper tantrums on your children? But anyway, you guys, Area says make sure you talk about my daughter, the lies that they said with my daughter. Make sure you said that accordingly to those documents that she has been her oldest daughter been bullying the M&M kids, and Arian said she want that address. Now, Arian, we know where if she doing it, alleged doing it, she getting it from you. She watches you go on the internet and bully their mother. She hears you when you're talking about those children while she's right there, or you're on the phone talking mess noise about those children and their mother. So she just repeating what she see. Anyway, you guys, Arian Kerr want her daughter to be considered in it. Why he's talking and defending himself, but he's not gonna defend you, girl. He already threw you under the bus, especially when he said that you had that tape, that you got that tape out his phone now. Oh, now that's his defense. If he should go to court, he already got a defense. You you got that tape out his phone, and you was the one to allegedly be shopping that revenge tape out. So let me just tell y'all something. Martell is still filming on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't get it. So much abuse. He's so. I was just talking, y'all, but my mic is mute. Are you still there, Queen?
Yep, yep, yep. I'm here. I thought we lost you. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's okay. What you think? What do you think? And you can pick any part of that video you want to talk about. But what's going on is
Oh,
how they downplaying DV.
Lord, it be. These people give me heartburn. Oh, it is definitely being downplayed. And I think a lot of it too is people like that in our community, they just are not interested in educating themselves in the law period when it comes to, these type of interpersonal problematic things and people.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's with the conditioning and the generational curses that have been handed down
Mm-hmm.
generation to generation, like you said, because I'm a direct descendant of a mama, Marlene.
Right.
um, Very soft spoken, very malignant and self serving. And they put on a very good front like that. Their name is well known, or they're considered the popular family, which equates somehow to a pillar of the community, which
Mm-hmm.
popularity lends nothing to the Black society, but a bunch
Mm-hmm.
of hot air. So that is the mistake we make in trying to define what is good and positive and integral among Black families and the generations that come after them. And they think that just because, the public we get public popular opinion and approval, that means I'm a good person because I'm nice, I dress well, I speak decent, people know me, right? So that
Mhm.
somehow equates to a good person or a good mother. And we all know it takes a lot more than looking pretty and having a nice roller set and going to church every Sunday that, to make a good mother, a good
Mhm.
parent. A lot of times we think, I know our elders were very colorists, right? And they thought because my mother had pretty little girls, that meant she was a good mother and a good person because she kept us looking nice. You see what I'm saying? Very, very remedial mindset, and it's
Mhm.
passed down. So when we are presented with these problems and have to face these problems, that's why a lot of it goes unreported because just of sheer ignorance, the lack of knowledge and understanding that I need to look this up, I need to ask questions, and I need to speak about it. And then that old adage that is very problematic is what goes on in my house stays in my house.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
I was raised this way. I came out just fine. We're
Mhm.
desensitized to what AB looks like and feels like, tastes like, right? Because it's like, well, that don't happen in my house, so it's not my problem. Oh, yes, it is because our children play together, they go to school together, they ride the bus together, right? Some of them
Mhm.
might date each other, right?
Mhm.
So we have to cross communicate between households and say what's going on in that little boyfriend's house over there. What type of men are over there that my daughter is going so attracted to, right?
Mhm.
And we had a checklist, with my children. I'm like, are their parents home? Do they speak? Do they have a phone? Because I need to talk to, see, and feel this energy before I let my precious car go anywhere near that household. Because anything can happen when you blink your eye, right? And let your child be under the charge of somebody else. And I don't want mine exposed to anything like that, whether it's in my household or in someone else's. And we've been so hush hush, sweep it under the rug. Oh, it's embarrassing. We don't want to take the man out the household because a lot of times that's all we had was for survival was that abusive black father, husband, grandpa, whoever, uncle. They were considered the backbone of the family because that's how we were taught. Just fall in line and do what you're told.
Mhm.
So that ignorance just kind of manifests itself, and we never dig deeper beyond the surface. Like, oh, well, yeah, it happened. That was 20 years ago. We're not going to talk about it. It's over with. But it's still
Mhm.
festering because we don't address those demons and find out where the root of that weed is.
So, we're looking at those women's on LAMH when they so elegantly just completely ignore it. And it's just, even to me, they are in a DV themselves, but I guess they don't see it because maybe there's no physical violence, but DV can be emotional violence as well, like that therapist said. I don't know if
Right.
you saw that, but that therapist came on and talked about LAMH still having the abuser on the show. And
I
then a
saw
lot
that.
of them are not saying that she was not abused because they don't see no black eyes or broke bones or anything. But DV can be emotional as well.
Yeah, and here's the thing with that. Um, you know, Gone are the days of dragging women off the street by their hair and club them in the back of the head, and then she come out the cave pregnant. Okay, we don't communicate like that anymore. We can hide a lot of very dangerous behaviors behind a nice suit, a tight suit, a ill-fitted suit, and a bald head.
Mhm.
Whatever's trending that is considered attractive, right?
Mhm.
And women will go along with abuse because they don't like the person being abused. Because Melody checked everybody. Okay, she has checked everybody on that show except for maybe the Whitlows. Okay,
Mhm.
and whenever you put a bad taste in somebody's mouth, it's a weak character flaw. But say you and I have a discrepancy, we might get a little heated, but because I don't like you, if something bad happens to you, I turn my head to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, But if
Mhm.
it say Mama Pinky, I'd be like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And it could be the exact same thing. It's just for the fact that I don't like you versus Mama Pinky. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people are very what's the word I'm looking for? They have a beehive mentality. Oh, well,
Mhm.
y'all don't like her. Okay, well, neither do I. So what's the tea? They get the tea, and it's like, oh well, we don't see any physical marks or scars. But you have to think, why do you think this lady was changing her number every 3 months? Why do you think that she had two different cell phones, one for her ex and one for her normal affairs? They're not
Mhm.
connecting the dots because they don't want to see the abuse. That's what I think about that. They don't want to see it because they're like, that should be me. That Melody, I should be getting that attention. I should be getting that money. I should be getting that notoriety. How is she up here and she started off with less than all of us and she done surpassed all of us? That's hating. It's old fashioned jealousy.
Yeah, Queen, because they're so to me that cast has gotten so out of hand and bold now too. They are attacking the people that support Melody. Now
Mhm.
everybody has their group of fans, right? You get all these celebrities got their group of fans. I've never known nobody to attack the fans like LAMH. They wish that they could have the kind of support that Melody have. But what they
Mhm.
did was isolated the individuals that came to see the show under Black excellence. All of them
Mhm.
attacking one woman, one every
Yep.
the men's and the women's. Now it wasn't just leaving it between the women's or girls fight. No, the men's joined in too, including
Yeah.
the husband. So now they're attacking the millimeters on this show. I saw where one of the Adams family said Latifah said that we're a millimeter coming to the house. How do you know it was a millimeter? That's what I'm saying. How do you know? He said it was a black woman, but you guys, you just a liar, Tisha, a Latifah. You just a liar, and I'm telling you why you're a liar. Because every year from the beginning of that's all y'all do is make up scenes and lie on this show, and so now you want to lie on the millimeters. So that goes into what you're saying, Queen. A lot of that is just jealousy. Now, Latifah pretend like she got the all these squads, or what you call her squad, that she done copy off somebody
The
else.
T Squad. The T Squad.
You know who the T Squad is? Two content creators that is already the T Squad. But anyway, yeah, where are they? Where are they?
Right.
Where's all these squads at? Just like I want to know what to Carlos. Where's all your people at?
Yeah,
Why
where
do
the
you?
raindrops.
Yeah, the raindrops. Where's all these people at? But you can see the millimeters, and you can see what the millimeters are doing for male. Now they just give us this name, millimeters. Some of us we just support what's right. What's
Yeah.
right is supporting a single mom that's being abused.
Yeah. And integrity and doing what's right. We all know ever since before Jesus was a baby, that's boring. That's boring to do the right thing, even when nobody's watching. When you
Mhm.
raised right in a real Christian, spiritual based foundation, it doesn't have to be Christian as long as you know God. It doesn't have to be Christianity. It could be anything as long as you know God is the source.
Mhm.
When you raised right and it's a spiritual connection, a true connection, that's boring. What happened to all the good girls in high school? They didn't get asked out, did they? What
Mhm.
happened to all the good young black boys who were gentlemen? They didn't fit in. They were teased and bullied, right? Their lunch money got stolen or their
Yeah.
sneakers got cut up in little pieces because they
Mhm.
refused to what? Go along to get along. And that's how they look at Melody. And people are sick and tired of toxicity. Because look at how the millimeters formed around this beautiful queen all by ourselves. And I never was a fan of nothing, not even a celebrity. I didn't never call myself a fan because I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't follow, right? But
Right.
I follow what's righteous.
Right.
I follow what's good, what's wholesome, what is firm, and what has truth. You can't beat that with a stick. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Melody because she's a stand-up woman and she's thorough. And I have a lot of parallel stories the same as Melody, where just being quiet has gotten me a lot of heat because I refuse to engage. So I get it, but love make the devil do stupid, crazy stuff. The fact that she's loved, they hate that we love her the way we do. So they attack. Oh, how come that can't be me? Oh, I can't stand the millimeters. I hate them. Then you'll take any attention, whether it's good or bad. If they can't have your love, they'll take your hate and animosity. And it shows up the way that it's showing up. And we've been watching ever since season one. They underestimated Melody,
Yeah.
and they'd rather keep on chewing on the same old tired stuff because there's nothing that anybody really can find to say that's bad about her. You really can't. Even if you reach, you have to lie to say, "Oh, Millimeter showed up at my house." Just like Melody tried to ruin your marriage. Is that the same way that the Millimeter showed up? That Melody tried to ruin your marriage? Tisha need help. She does.
And then I've seen a certain content creator get up there, yeah, y'all shouldn't go to Tisha house. Ain't nobody went to Tisha house. Tisha is lying. Tisha is just a liar, just like they always making up stuff. And like I
Yeah,
said, too, they always making up stuff. But Shirley said both Kimmy and Tisha are emotionally and financially abused
facts.
by their husband.
I'm back, Black Titanic.
Okay, we're talking about, listen at this, comment on this. Both Kimmy and Tisha are emotionally and financially abused by their husband. What you think about that?
Don't get the pass. The dog picked up the pass. I'm sorry.
Huh?
The dog picked up the pacifier.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to you. She not ready yet.
I'm sorry.
Queen, both Kimmy and Tisha are emotionally and financially abused by their husband. What you think about that?
That's absolutely true, Sister Shirley. Kimmy is a sugar mama, and you know who is a sugar baby. He's a kept a little monkey in a cage. He wants somebody like that's his surrogate mama. He's getting everything from Kimmy that he didn't get from his mother. The
Wow.
protection, the back, having his back, holding him down, right or wrong. You can disrespect me. You can demand my body, even though I'm fighting a life-threatening illness. I still want what I want. Isn't that what little children do with their mother? Right? The baby doesn't know you have the flu as the mom. They don't know your temperature is 102. They just need to be fed and bathed and nurtured and held. That's how this one acts. That's how the Adams family 2.0 act. He
Yes.
thinks that he's owed his wife to do wifely duties. No, it's a mutual exchange. Same thing, the other in reverse with Tisha. She's like, please, sir, may I have another? Every time he embarrass her, humiliate her on national TV, and you notice it's every reunion, he opens up on her like no other. And she
Wow.
just sit there and take it.
So Shirley said, you there yet? You ready yet, Pinky? Hello, Pinky. Pinky gone again. Okay, Shirley said we as black women are so intelligent and inventive. These women should be household names. Oh, you talking about the women's? Yeah, Mrs. Shirley Brown. She invented the security system that we use every day, you guys. So yeah, that I decided to put them on there because we have black women that are intelligent. And I did a poll, I just read a statistic that black women are the number one females that have outnumbered with graduations and business out of all the female. 9.7 for black women in college and have graduated and have business. point something for Asian and 6 point some with white women. So yes, we are very, very, very intelligent women. And then I always say something to Letitia. She always talking about how intelligent she is and all these degrees. You're not doing nothing new. We way back, if you can see these women's inventing way back in the 17, 16, 18, early 1900, these women are educated and they're invention. I get tired of hearing that girl, yeah, I got a degree here, I got a degree there, a master of everything. That's what you are, but can't produce nothing. Pinky, are you there? I don't know what's going on with Pinky today. I guess she enjoying that barbecue.
Yeah, she said the dog grabbed the binky. Probably got to sterilize the binky now for the baby because the dog grabbed it, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're talking about DV today, and in the Black community, any kind of abuse is always supposed to be swept under the rug. Little girls can come to you and say they've been violated. What you do? You call her fast. Come somewhere with your fast self. Or you tell her, well, you're just trying to mess up that man's name in the community, even though this child came to you and said, well, I've been abused. And what they do, they look the other way. And I'm just simply blown away. I'm finna bring this back up about how that stuff was just overlooked with little Paris. I take stuff like that serious.
Very serious. Sibling abuse and bullying is a chronic problem in Black families, especially nuclear Black families, and it's even worse in blended Black families when you have, the bonus children and the bonus parents trying to co-parent cohesively. It's a problem because, again, living witness here. Okay, I was severely bullied by my older siblings because I was looked at as the favorite, being the youngest. And I was the scapegoat. I was the scapegoat, the black sheep, because I didn't know, as a young child, you don't understand marital problems and all that. So because I was the most loving one, the empath, I'm like, we can fix it, right? That instantaneous faith in God that children have. That's how it was. And growing up, I was conditioned to internalize my mother's happiness. And I didn't understand that I was not responsible for her happiness. Wow. So as it got worse and as I got older and grew into my own autonomy, and this is what also I'm sure Mark, the demon go through too with his mammy. When you begin to gain your own autonomy, your own critical thought, understanding that you're not synonymous to your mother or your father, whoever the narcissistic parent is, they begin to feel offended. So they take offense to everything that you do, all the decisions you make. You hear Marlene say it, where's my boy? You trying to kill my boy.
She never referred to him as a man, y'all. Ever since the season began, she not saying that, oh yeah, you're a grown man. She said you a little boy. That's exactly what she called him, a boy. Yeah. And that's what he act like.
So he does that with Ariane. He puts her in her cold place, tie her up in a nice little bowl. You do what I say do. If I need you to do this and help me with my agenda, that's it. Or here are the consequences. That's how he does everybody. Narcissists never change. So with Paris, what Paris is a problem. She's in the way. So of course she's going to be dismissed when her younger brother is brutalizing her. Oh, he's just a baby. He can't hurt you. Oh, yes, they can. Toddlers can do a lot of damage. I've had a busted lip and a broken nose from being headbutted by a toddler. You know what I mean?
Even at my grandbaby's 7 months, she got them long nails, and if that nail catch you, well, she don't mean it, but they have them long nails when they little. So yeah, they can. Yes. So let me see what Candy said. Those cast members are just trying to distance themselves from that video because they all have seen it. That's why they are all playing dumb. Facts. Yeah, they are playing dumb. They are definitely playing dumb, but they're going to use him and Melody again as another storyline. Nobody has creativity Who cannot one person on this show create? Everybody has to use Mel as their same storyline. And then here you go with the builders from the Adams family. They doing the same old thing. Okay, pretending like they gonna build and then come back to the show us that little mom and pop structure that had already been up there now. They ain't tear it down. They didn't rebuild it from ground up like you see Mr. Atkins did. Mr. Atkins tilled the dirt and built that house from ground up. That's who y'all came on and said y'all was. That's who the Adams family, both of them brothers said that they were. Now they gonna tell me something. We gonna see it this season. And I was so disappointed when I saw that they just took that little mom and pop shop, that little bitty little dog house, and just slapped some paint on it and said, look at what we done did.
Yeah. And that's why, Tisha, all of them want to always pick Mel's brain. Well, the Expo, remember how
Yes.
livid they were when she was like, I'm out. Let's go back a little
Yes.
further to the comeback group. How many times did they try to goat her back into that sorry, sloppy group think tank of a group that wasn't doing nothing but arguing? All they were doing was, and they were all exposed, and they exposed themselves when they didn't sign that loan. Remember, it was supposed to be 6 signatures so they could buy that land of 52 acres. And then they decided they were trying to circumvent putting up or shutting up. They couldn't put their money where their mouth was. They wanted the Holtz at that time, then Holtz, to carry the load financially while they take the credit for the finished
Yeah.
product of those custom homes, right? So they can say, look, we're part of the gentrification of Huntsville. No, you're not. You don't have a dime invested in this. Nothing.
Yes. Yes.
So they were very upset because Mel was like, now I see who I'm dealing with. Because these are your people that you brought for me to put on this show, to pitch it, to own. And now I see what I'm working with. And Melody wasn't having it. She just was like, sidestep. I need to brand myself because I know what I can do. And she showed them exactly what she could do. And that's what they're upset about, really. It has nothing to do with what Melody said or did to any of those people. It has to do with her energy. She pulled her energy back, and they can not coattail ride anymore. No more free rides in the extra bins. No more free rent in the rental property.
Hot
Right? No
claws.
more digging us out the ditch.
So let's
Sink or
see what
swim.
Greta Lee said. Greta Lee piggyback on you. She said that the LAMH have pimped off Mel Martell the entire duration of this show. Just over and over again. It's always the Martell and Mel show. Good or bad, Martell, he constantly yelling and gaslighting and creating drama. And Mel constantly ignoring him. And they constantly making money off the sweat of their back. Now, let me tell you something about Martell. I hope Martell noticed that these men have used him, right? They have used this man, but yet and still Melody tried to tell him over and over and over, they laughing at you behind your back. They using you as a storyline to make money. Meanwhile, they trying to push you out. But he don't see it that way. His enemy is Melody. He could take that position back on that show as the lead, as the lead, whatever you want to call it, if he was righteous. Because, everybody tuned in from the beginning to see him and Melody, and then he turned everybody off. That's right. The entire duration of the show now, they pimping Melody. Because see, Martell, he to me, he done lost it. Everything that he said. Now this girl, let's see what she said. Pinky, are you back yet? I don't know. Mel is feeding the entire cast all of her story. Yeah, that's Candy again. And was it BT? I'm just trying to read so many. Amen, BT. Mel tried to put Martell up on game regarding those people, the Adams family. But no, he would not listen. Now listen, you guys in there, I've had to remove certain comments because y'all know I am in an active lawsuit. I cannot mention that man's name. You guys we can talk, but just try to think, be creative with the names. Okay, if I see his
Mhm.
name, I have to remove your comment. Okay. Martell does not realize those people made a fool out of him. When he does realize it, no one will be left standing. And they do, they laugh at him. I remember they said behind his back, they were laughing. They don't hire people
Mhm.
that don't have a building license. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. And I remember how they laughed directly in his face when he openly admitted he had two phones like Kevin Gates. He said he had stopped talking to sidebar Paramore, and he had a second phone with his injury, crawling around still talking to her on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he tore his ACL and he said, "Oh, I left my second phone." They were like, "Oh, is it a business phone?" And you know, the the ringleader of the narcissist, Marcel, was like, "Oh, your wife got one foot out the door." He was laughing. They know Martel is slow, and they know that he doesn't care. He just needs the validation. As long as he
Mm-hmm.
has them engaged, he's got the validation he needs. So right or wrong, full steam ahead is what he's going to be doing. And they laughing at him probably right now, sitting somewhere in that closed down black cigar lounge talking about how stupid he is. They laugh right in his face.
Yeah, yeah. He laughed right along with him because he don't realize that he is the clown of the joke. And Lord forbid, talking about that clown. When y'all saw that woman from the Adams family go across that stage at the circus, it looked like she just had on her bra. And my thing is, didn't you know that the circus is a family show? Then you know that the circus is for little children. Mostly elementary kids school go to the circus, and there you go coming across that stage with that sign. Look like you just got a bra on and your belly hanging all over your blue jeans.
Hmm.
Did you see that?
I did. I couldn't believe it was Tisha at first because she tries so hard to be something that she's not. I call them tryhards. She really tries so hard to be something she's not. And when she got a taste of how connected and powerful Melanie is in the community, Tisha lost her mind. She's so upset at herself for messing up that opportunity to be not just a good friend to Mel with Mel and a good friendship with her, but all of the connections and networking is everything in business.
Yes.
You have to have good connections and solid ones, not just fly by night. Oh, we go to
Oh,
the same church. Did we break
sorry.
bread? Did we
Hold
do
on.
this?
Thank you for the super sticker, Queen. And while
Yeah.
and y'all make sure y'all see Queen Common Sense, how this is printed out. You guys go check her out. She's a YouTube creator as well. Thank you for the super stickers. Anybody else sent super stickers or Cash App? Thank you. Y'all know I don't be seeing this. My partner usually see everything for me, but her and them dogs got her tied up today. Okay, go ahead on, Queen.
But you're right. Yeah, the connections, the networking, and as you just said, we can't say it enough. There's no innovation that they have. They're not talented people. Otherwise, because Mel, when she met all of them, she was already a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Already, she began her millionaire journey when she was in her early 20s. So by the time she met up with these people, she was already got her, 10 toes dug, her talons were already hooked into the industry. So
Mm-hmm.
she was multi business owner, and she put them on just to one of her streams of income, how she makes money, property preservation, right? And so now they're stepping back and going, maybe we should have listened. Maybe we shouldn't have been so cocky and arrogant. Because that's the thing. Narcissists don't like to be exposed. So with her prancing around now in her brassiere, she really is trying to emulate Melody and channel her energy and the magic that she has, and it's falling flat every time. She has no sense of style. She can't afford a stylist, and that also makes her very upset. And she's looking back at that now, like if I had just
Yes.
followed the blueprint instead of making fun of it, I would be able to have the elegant, beautiful picture that and live it for real. She's really trying to be like Melody and trying to kind of wind the clock back and make it seem like she's this youthful, picturesque, fresh breath of air, and it's looking like a tacky Hollywood 304 to me.
Let me see what Greta Lee. Hey, Pinky, you back yet? Okay, Greta Lee said jealousy is a horrible drug. Mel tried to help the entire cast. Oh my God. These are the most ungrateful people I have ever seen. Every last one of them on that girl's show. They're ungrateful. They ain't got the nerve. The mistress, even the ex-mistress, got the nerve to think she's supposed to piggyback and Mel supposed to take care of her too. Because if she came on that show, that's Mel created that show. But you know what? I'm just gonna tell y'all this. Carlos is getting away. He always now saying that he created the show. He says that all the time, that he did not create this show. And out of her creation came the DC show, y'all. Y'all know that, right? That
Yep.
DC, he had these little spin-off from her. So she is actually feeding all these people, and then what they do, take a knife and stab them in their back. And then what's her name? Storm is just disgusting to me, y'all. This time of the year, I ought to be ashamed of myself because my kids coming, they calling me to myself, they coming over, soon. But I just didn't want to be bothered because I was going through my head when this girl, it was this time a few days before Mother's Day when she cussed me out.
It sure was.
Yeah, and before those of you saying that I shouldn't go to this girl's warehouse, that's just what we do in Huntsville. Every state, you can go to anywhere in Huntsville in their warehouse and buy products, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to, say for instance, if I want to go get me some donuts, right? I don't want the donuts from the store. I could go into the warehouse and say, hey, can I have some fresh donuts or something? They give me some fresh donuts. But it's just typically all over the United States, you can do that. Yeah, you can go to the warehouse. So for those of you who saying I had no business, don't belong there. But let me tell you this: it's a lot of ageism going on this on this platform. I have been so discriminated. I get so tired of hearing this with your old ass. That's their favorite word to say to me. Every time they refer to me with your old ass. So what I'm saying to you guys is that don't you want to live? It's a blessing to live. I tell you what, this year alone, I've been to 4 funerals. All of them under the age of 40. They're in their 30s, in their 20s, y'all. Right there in Huntsville. Right there in Huntsville, y'all. And then in these funerals, these are young black men and women dying from getting over to that fentanyl, whatever that is. Fentanyl, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They lacing
fentanyl.
Oh, okay, they lacing it. So it's an epidemic of that going on in Huntsville. But look, they want me to keep it quiet. Yeah, hush. They don't want nobody to know about this epidemic. But it's bad. It's bad for you guys to sit up here always calling me with my old age. I don't care what it is. It could be a Black History thing. They don't feel like I should be up here teaching Black history with my old ass. I hear it over and over and over. And I just want to tell y'all, I am so grateful that God has allowed me to see my great-great-grandkids. Do y'all know when I was a young mama, I used to say, when my kid was little, like 2 and 3 years old, Lord, just let me live to see my kids get grown. God bless me right there. Now, God, just let me live to see my my grandkids get grown. He blessed me with that. God, just let me live to see my great kids getting grown. So, and so it's just on and on and on. This is my blessing. So you guys not shading me when y'all calling me, oh, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I am alive to see my grandkids and my great-great-grandkids.
That's right. That's right.
A blessing, yeah.
My grandmother used to always say about that, because she transitioned at 96, And whenever that happened to her, she said, "You better remember that you have elders that are old as well, and you wouldn't be here if you didn't have old elders. It's a
Mm-hmm.
blessing to live because there's wisdom in longevity. At least it should be." Now, she
Yeah.
only had a third grade education, and she was the only child. She grew up on a farm,
Mm-hmm.
and my great grandfather was a sharecropper for the colonizers. So
Mm-hmm.
she went through a lot. Okay, just being a Blackfoot woman, a Native American original, a
Yeah, that's what
$5 Indian.
thank you for sharing that. That's what my family is, Blackfoot and Cherokee, and a
Mhm.
lot of us think of the red man when we say Indians, but we were here before anybody else in the United States, in this whole world. So thank you for bringing it to our attention, because a lot of people, when you say that we got Indian in us, they like, oh, you just don't want to be black, but because they don't know the history.
Right. And they don't understand that the terminology and etymology behind black came from Latin culture of negro, blanco. They called us black because they didn't have any other way to describe our pigmentation in our skin. And black is not a culture. I don't come from the land of black. I don't
That's
know a
right.
continent on the globe that's
It's
black
a
land.
color.
Right. That's a crayon, a marker, paint, that's a hue. So when we say black, I know it's just for the sake of conversation and lack
Mhm.
of better terminology. But when we really dig down deeper beyond the surface, we have to identify our house. Where do you come from? Is it multicultural from the continent of Mother Africa? Or are you one of the indigenous people to the Americas? Because none of my generations of 6, 7 generations back were connected to Africa, the continent.
Right,
It was after the passage down through the Middle Passage and the evolution of Eve came, where the continents were separated due to the global warming.
right,
That's when we planted roots and we are Native Americans to the tribal community of this continent,
right.
indigenous. So
Thank-
that's a history lesson in and of itself that people ignore and don't care to uh, get into because they just want to go along to get along.
Well, if you look at anybody look at Christopher Columbus, they say he discovered America, but what he described when he arrived on that land is black people that look like his with the same skin color, black, like his
Yeah,
dad. His dad was a
copper.
black man. Yeah.
Hmm.
So he didn't greet no white people or red man when he came on. He greeted black people. They
Yeah,
greeted him. Okay,
yeah,
let me just get back. We're gonna do something on then. I'd like to do something like that with you. Hey, Pastor Justice.
yeah.
Pastor Justice said, "My mama always said, if you don't get old, you're past young." And
Okay.
I'm certainly seeing all of that. Let me just read some of these comments, you guys. It say, BT, we love and appreciate you. Thank you, Greta Lee. Oh, you 73. Oh my God, girl. Oh, I don't mean to call you a girl, but I had no idea that. Where is that at?
That's a blessing.
Well, it done went
73.
away. It's done went away, but she says she's 73 and somebody 11, and no one would know God is good all the time. I'm
Yeah.
blessed beyond measure.
Respect, respect.
And Candace said, BT, never let anyone dim your light or quiet your voice. You are important and mean so much to us. Thank y'all for that. But we are all humans. Those are part of emotions that we go through. I can't sit up here and say that I'm this superwoman. I have feelings too. But y'all know Grella Lee said BT will appreciate you. I was okay, I read that. Now who is this? A lot of y'all are well informed. Yes. Saginaw Chippewa tribe over here.
Chippewa. Hmm. My
Yeah,
dad is Chippewa.
really.
Yeah, he's Chippewa Lumbee on their side. We're like the Creole Haitian type of French
Mm-hmm.
on his side. He's considered the red. That was always called that little red girl of yours, because I didn't quite meet the chocolate the chocolate cutoff line.
Yeah, and
So
that's another thing that just happened. I don't know if you noticed, but I was on another blogger, and Dr. Heavenly and Carlos had to move the last video that they did because everybody was dragging them about being a colorist. So Dr. Heaven had she said that some woman that this is married to medicine. What is his name?
mhm.
Caesar has a best friend, right? And Dr.
Mhm.
Heavenly was saying that that female was short and black. She wasn't attractive. So, I'm just wondering. Then everybody started dragging her. Sounds like you describing your husband.
Okay.
But Dr. Hamlin used to be obese and she
Mhm.
lost that
She
weight.
did.
So why body shame someone else? If you know how it is to be heavy set. Yeah. Okay, let's see what you're saying, y'all. Well, the only reason I brought up the colorist is because we got a lot of that going on in our community.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that need to be healed too in our community.
Yes. Big
Colorist.
time.
and
Big
and
time.
you they always used to call me big nose and black, right? And so when they see all my children come out high yellow, right? So you never know what your child gonna come out look like. I seen some
Yeah.
high yellow women with jet black kids. So
Mhm.
the black woman got two genes in her DNA. She got on that genetic line, she got a light gene and a dark gene. That's why your children can come out any color. She got what the lightest gene would be the albino, and then the light gene, which we call light skinned people, yellow skinned people, the brown gene, and the dark gene, like I am. So black women are really super women. We
Yeah.
able to produce all kinds of looks, even with hair, all kinds of hair, texture of hair. So yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna get ready to close, y'all. I hear my company coming in, and
Okay.
yeah. So anyway, you guys, I thank y'all for being here. Y'all get them numbers up for me. I did one on Porsche, a polo thing, just sitting over there like 200 views. So I'm gonna get ready to close, but y'all, I got to close this out. I got to close the love and marriage huntsville out. Y'all know I just don't feel right doing this show no more. But I hope you guys will follow me in my
Absolutely.
creativity with other things that I'm gonna do other celebrity things. So that's what
Absolutely. Yeah, we
I'm.
got you. You know, our pull-up game is strong. I owe you some
Mhm.
watch time anyway, because I'm back on the plantation for a little while till I can segue back into entrepreneurial role. So my schedule is cuckoo. So if you haven't seen me peeking in a lot, I got to work for the colonizers for a little while until I can get myself back together.
Yeah, I
But I'm
understand.
there. I'm on the replay gang for all the people, all my sisters who just killing it out here. And don't feel bad if you have to pivot. We got you. When we move, you move. When you move,
Yeah.
we move. We got
Yeah.
you.
So y'all get in there and get them likes up. Y'all know I get paid by how many likes I got. I got that one with Portia. I got like 200 something and been out a few days. And so I'm gonna get everybody they shout out. Trini, thank you for being here. If you still was here,
Trending.
y'all know Trini. Y'all know Trini, my little.
Yeah, we love you, trending.
Love you, Trini.
Love
Love
her so
you.
much. She
Yes.
like sunshine.
Yeah.
She's just walking beautiful melanated sunshine.
And she always happy. Oh Lord, she just.
Hmm.
One of my daughter friend remind me of her. My daughter friend, I don't care. Every time you see that young lady, she just happy, and when she's around you, you happy too. Though she
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, that's the magic of beautiful daughters and nieces. That's how my daughter is, my oldest child. She's
Yeah.
just a ball of fun and love. And that is the
Mhm.
most resilient young lady I have met in a long time. I look up to my little girl. She has
Mhm.
made me a much better woman. And that's who
Mhm.
Trent reminded me of. A rainbow, just an explosion. She's so beautiful.
So on that note, y'all, we can always just be happy today. You guys gonna enjoy your Mother's Day. We celebrating today because
Happy Mother's Day!
yeah, everybody got to go to work Monday, and they are not gonna be up partying all day Sunday. So Miss Cheryl Tuff said, "Have a happy Mother's Day to everyone." Of course, y'all know Queen is up here on the stage. Sharon Howard. Hi, Miss Pinky. Love your channel. I'm not, this is Black Titanic, but that's okay. Miss Sharon Howard, this is Black Titanic channel. Pamela. Hey, good afternoon to you, Pamela. Pinky speaking to Trinity at some point. Them dogs giving her hell today. She got some huge, she got two of them.
Yeah, she got
They,
two of them over there.
yeah, she got two of them. All right, you guys, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you for. You know what? You are my nice co-host today. Thank you, Queen.
It's an
Yeah,
honor. Always a pleasure to build with you. And I just want to speak a little life into you with the
thank
trauma
you.
that you received last year.
Yeah,
Know that you know you are not her demons. Send it back to sender. Return to sender. We love you. You're valuable. You're important. And most of all, we need your wisdom. We need your balance. So I hope that helps heal a little bit of that wound. You did not deserve that. You did not
thank
deserve
you,
that.
thank you so much.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am. Enjoy your family. Give them lots of love and let them love on you. And do something nice for you. You always help doing stuff for us. Do something nice for you
you know
today.
what I'm gonna do? I am because everybody got food, and I'm going in there and tear down these food. That's gonna be
Yes.
nice for me to eat.
Put your feet
Okay.
up, get you a nice glass of tea, wine, whatever it is, and enjoy. Just soak it in. Let people feed you this time. Love on
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm gonna take y'all out with this beautiful voice right here. I love this girl voice right here.
Okay.
I
I'm gonna
don't
drop.
even know her name. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Try to buy your pretty heart, but price too high. Baby, you got me like your love will not fall apart. So you can put me again and throw me against that wall. Baby, you got me like won't you stop love on me? Don't quit love on me. Just stop love on me, yeah. I'm dead. I'm the flower just to get close to you. And I run for miles just to get a taste. Must be
Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now. Hit that like button. Share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now. Hit that like button. Share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. This is Black Titanic. That like this is Black Titanic. Subscribe now. I know you peeping. Quit hiding in the bushes now. Come on now. Hit that like button. Share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Comment up here. I want this comment right here before I go. Queen is all. She thank you for supporting Black Titanic. Thank everybody. But Miss Bunny said this is so painful to do any woman like this, and even worse when you are Black. This is so sad to be on national TV. Yes, it is. And she's talking about all the bullying that they're doing on Love and Marriage Huntsville for one woman, y'all. So we got to stand up, and whether or not I'm on that show or not, or do this show or not, I'm still going to support Melody. I'm still going to be buying her products. On that note, you guys enjoy Mother's Day. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I love y'all.